Hello everyone, this is Ines from Dajin Geosynthetics. We are a leading professional manufacturer in China, and we have 20 years experience. Our main products are HDPE geomembrane, geotactile, geogrid, and Geocell. Today I will show you our Geocell. Okay, let me show you our Geocell. If you have any questions, please leave me a message and I will contact you or answer for you. Thank you. Like this one. This is our Geocell. Geocell. The material. Our Geocell are made of from PE and PP, two different material. PP polyethylene, PE polyethylene and PP polypropylene. Two different materials you can choose. Okay. The difference, the PE material is more flexible than PP material. The PE material is more flexible than PP material. About the color, like this, the regular color is blank. Blank color is our regular color, and we can also produce green color. Green and green color. We are a factory and we can produce according to your request. So you can customize this Geocell by us. About the thickness. The thickness we can produce 0.9 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1.1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter. The thickness, you can also customize different thickness according to application. For example, your project is for road construction. The thickness you can choose 1 millimeter. And the height, what's the height? This one is the height. Look at this, different height, right? Different height. The height we can produce is 50, 75, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 millimeter. So this is the height. This one in my hand. This one, the height is 150 millimeter. The height is 150 millimeter. And about the welding distance. What's welding distance? You can look at this one from this point to this is welding distance. welding distance, welding distance. The welding distance we can produce is 330, 400, 500, 600 millimeter. If you use the Geocell on slope, if you use the Geocell on slope, the big the slope, the big the slope, the smaller the welding distance. The welding distance. The big the slope and the smaller the welding distance. And the smaller the slope, the big the distance. And about the surface, you can look at this like this. The surface is smooth, right? The surface is smooth, right? Smooth surface. We have two different surfaces for you to choose. They are smooth and textured, like this, textured. This one is textured, and this one is smooth. Two different surfaces for you to choose. This one, the textured surface can increase the frictional force. This one. And look at this. This one is unperforated, right? Unperforated. We can also produce perforated Geocell, like this, perforated and unperforated. Unperforated and perforated. The perforated can help drain away the water. The water through the holes. So the perforated Geocell can help drain away the water. And the package is bundle. And 100 bundles per pallet. 100 bundles per pallet. The pallet package is easy to unload. About the production processes. The first one is raw material. As mentioned, the material, we have two different material. They are PP and PE. First one is the raw material, and next is sheet extruder, like this, sheet extruder. And next is punching. And next one is welding, like this, welding. this one welding and this one, this point welding and this point welding. And the last step is package. So the production processes is raw material, sheet extruding, punching, welding, and package. And about the Geocell, it can be used with geotextile. It can be used ground function, retaining wall, 7 days after deposit. If you have any questions about our Geocell, you can give me a message and I will comment. You can leave me a message and the color, right? The color and the surface and perforated or unperforated. If you are not sure which thickness, which height, which welding distance should be used, you can leave me a message and please let me know your application, your usage, and I'm happy advise you according to your application, according to your usage. Two different materials, and this one is PE material, 100% virgin resin, 100% virgin resin. It is made of polyethylene and polyethylene, two different materials. And this one is PE, polyethylene. The material is PE, polyethylene. The PE material is more flexible than PP material. The PE material is more flexible than PP material. And the color, regular color is blank. Blank color is our regular color. We can also produce green color, like this one, Jumebri. This one, green color, blank and green color. And the thickness, you can look at this. The thickness we can produce is 1 millimeter, 0.9 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1.1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter. Different thickness. We can produce different thickness and different thickness for different application. Height, about the height. What's the height? This one is height. This one is height. The height we can produce is 50, 75, 100, 105, 50, 200, 300, and so on. And the welding distance. What's welding distance? This one. this one is from this point to this distance. The distance is, this one is 330. 330. This one is distance. And this one, like this one is 500. The distance is 500 by 500 millimeter. 500. If you use the Geocell on slope, the big the slope, the smaller the welding distance. The smaller the slope, the big the welding distance. For example, I have a client from Australia. She used the Geocell for road construction. And the road through sand. So she chose 1 millimeter thick, and the height is 150 millimeter, and the welding distance is 400 millimeter, and the surface is smooth surface with perforated. The perforated Geocell can help drain away the water. This one is a smooth surface, and this one is textured surface. If you need samples, please contact me. Please contact us. Our company name is Shandong Dajin Geosynthetics. If you need samples, please leave me a message and contact us. I will provide samples for you. The surface, this one. Surface, smooth and textured. This one is smooth. This one is textured. And this one is unperforated, right? Unperforated. And we can also produce perforated, like this one. You can look at this Geocell. The thickness is 1 millimeter. The height is 100 millimeter. And the welding distance is 400 millimeter. Welding distance is 400 millimeter. And the surface is textured surface with perforated, textured surface with perforated. The perforated geocell can help drain away the water. The water can through these holes. About the package. The package is bundle. What's bundle? Like this bundle. And then pallet, bundle and pallet. 100 bundles per pallet. How about the production time? Our regular production time is about 7 to 10 days after deposit. If your order is urgent, we can try our best to arrange your emergency order. So the production time can be controlled within 7 days or 5 days. This is our factory's advantage. Factory's advantage. And about the production processes, the first one is the raw material prepare. We have two different materials. They are PP and PE. The next step is sheet extruding. And the next is punching. The next is welding. And the last step is package. Raw material prepare, sheet extruding, punching, welding. This part and this part welding. And then package. About the delivery, about the shipping. If the thickness is 1 millimeter, the height is 150 millimeter. The welding distance is 400 millimeter. 120 container can load 8,800 square meters. 120 container can load 8,800 square meters. And we can also produce accessories. We have three different accessories. You can choose the buckle, limit camp, and anchor rod. The length of anchor rod is about 70 centimeter, and the material is fiberglass. fiberglass. Steel can be used instead. Yes, and the steel can be used instead. And the buckle, how many buckles you need? How many buckles you need? 1 square meter HDPE Geocell with 4 pieces buckles. 4 pieces buckles. The buckles, the steel wire can be used instead. The steel wire can be used instead. You can buy the buckles by us, or you can use the steel wire. The steel wire you can purchase from locally, right? And the usage about the application. Our Geocell is widely used for landscaping, road construction, river bed protection, slope protection, gravel foundation, and parking lot, parking space. Road waterlogged road construction, slope protection. With this Geocell, you can protect the landscaping. We can produce the Geocell according to a request. So you can customize this Geocell. This Geocell, and via factory Geocell. Our 10 years experienced engineers are always available for you to discuss your requirements. For example, you can customize different thickness, different height, different welding distance. This one is from this point to this point. This one is welding distance. And you can customize different color. This one is blank color, and different surface. This one is smooth surface, and perforated or unperforated. You can customize the different specification by us. Like this one, the thickness is 1.5 millimeter, and the color is blank color, right? The height is 150 millimeter. The height. The height is 150 millimeter, and the welding distance is 500 millimeter. 500 millimeter. The surface the surface is the surface is textured 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 and this one is unperforated. This one is unperforated, right? Unperforated. It can be used for landscaping, road construction. If you are not sure which welding distance should be used, you can let me know your application and I'm happy advise you according to your usage, according to your application. If you used this Geocell on slope, if you used this Geocell on slope, the big the slope, the slope, the smaller the welding distance, the smaller the welding distance. The smaller the slope, the big the welding distance, the welding distance. And this one, the material is PE material. We have two different materials for you. You can choose according to your request. The PE material is more flexible than PP. The PE material is more flexible than PP material. So we can produce Geocell and accessories. If you are interested in our Geocell, you can contact us. We are Shandong Dajin Geosynthetics. We are a leading professional manufacturer of geomaterial in China, and we have 20 years experience. If you are interested in our Geocell, you can contact us. Thank you. Different Geocell for you. Different Geocell. Different thickness, different color, different height, different welding distance, different surface, perforated or unperforated. You can customize this Geocell by us, and our 10 years experienced engineers are always available for you to discuss your requirements. It is widely used for landscaping, road construction, road on waterlogged parking lot, parking space, gravel foundation, riverbed protection, slope protection. Different thickness, different height, different welding distance for different application. If you are not sure which thickness, which height, which welding distance should be used, you can contact me and let me know your usage and application. I'm happy advise you according to your application. According to your application. This one is the material is PE material, PE material. We also have PP material. The PE material is more flexible than PP. PE is flexible, is more flexible than PP. If you have any questions about our Geocell, you can contact us. And we are a leading professional manufacturer of geomaterial in China. We have 20 years experience. Our main products are HDPE geomembrane, geotactile, geogrid, Geocell, GCL, and drainage board. You can customize different geomaterials by us, and our 10 years experienced engineers are always available for you to discuss your requirements. Today, I have showed our Geocell for you. If you have any questions about this Geocell, or if you are interested in our Geocell, you can contact us. You can contact us. Our company name is 山东大晋 Geosynthetics. 山东大晋 Geosynthetics. We have 20 years experience. Any questions? Any questions? If no questions, and that's all for today. Thank you. That's all for today. Thank you. If you need geomaterials, you can contact us. Thank you. Bye bye.